Hey guys, it's me again. So, this is leftover night, and yes, it is 12:54 a.m. and so I am going to eat dinner pretty soon. This phone locked me out because I chose fingerprints on Saturday to do a lock screen and a pen. I didn't know that I was supposed to make sure that I do the pen number at like 70 every 72 hours to ensure my security, and it was insane. And so like I was able to use it this morning and use it for a little while this afternoon, and then I changed the boys, Liam and Eli, and and then I thought, well, I'm getting hungry, so I'm gonna come back and I'll do a video and I'll use my phone, so I don't have to use my laptop. And I had been doing my fingerprint since Saturday instead of, he told me that I'm supposed to make sure that I use the fingerprint method, but also use the PIN number too. So, and then I totally just didn't, and I thought that maybe and you know what? Literally, I wasn't thinking. Right? So, I wasn't thinking. I'm gonna switch the camera. So, literally, I wasn't thinking. Oh, I love this phone. It's a good phone. So, literally, I wasn't thinking, and I ended up getting blocked out this afternoon when I went to go log or just go back in, and it all of a sudden it told me to swipe, and so I did, and then it told me, it came up with the numbers instead of using the fingerprint, and so I used the fingerprint, or I tried the 4-digit number that it told me to, and it was, it said it was invalid, and it wasn't working. So, and I was freaking out. Like, literally freaking out. And I have a little thing. There's a booklet, but it tells you how to get started and how to set it up and this and that, but it wasn't telling me how to get back into my phone if you can get logged out. So I called Best Buy, and he said, and I described what was going on, and he goes, well, we can't do it over the phone. Unfortunately, you'll have to, we can only do it here. It sounds like you'll have to literally restart the entire phone and restart again. So we went to Best Buy, and he did a few things, and I had a different guy that helped me, by the way, and so he did get it back to its original factory settings, and I brought the phone with me and my booklet with all of my passwords in it. But what I needed to do was bring the other phone with me. Even though it was completely dead and it needed to be charged. So I waited. So they couldn't really do anything. So he did get it back into factory settings. I brought it home. I waited a little while. I found another charger that belonged to one of my previous phones to put in my old phone, the one that's all cracked up, and I let it charge, and I think the charger itself that came with that phone had just gotten bad. So, because I found another charger that came with another phone similar to it, that was also a white charger, and there was the lightning bolt over the battery, so I knew it was charging. And so I charged it, and I made sure it was over at least 20%. I didn't do the QR code kind of thing. I missed a few steps because I told the guy at Best Buy that I didn't want to do the login or the pin safety to open the phone, because out of fear that I'd get logged out again. But then now it's sending notifications that you need to protect your phone, you need to set a login. I'm like, I don't want to. I was able to do a few steps myself. This phone is working again, but I still have a few questions on the phone's color background. I was able to make sure that I was able to fix the YouTube where it was not black background, but it was white. My Facebook is the same way. But then when I didn't touch it for a while, after my mom went to bed, I went and grabbed my phone, and it was back to the white or the black, and so I had to go back and redo it. And then so I asked Google Assistant, because I was able to reinstall that, how to do that, and I went into the palette and set the palette mode. I don't remember how I did it now, but yeah. So hopefully it will. So far, things are working the way they're supposed to. I thought I'd take this opportunity to use this to make a video. I got plenty of space, so. But I told Dick that I still wanted to go down there just because I still have a couple of questions. Sent me a notification saying finish setting up your Galaxy, which I tried to do, but it wouldn't let me do a certain thing. When it says I needed my first and last name, but then it was telling me that it wasn't in English. I needed English lettering, and I checked my language, and it says English US. So I have a couple of questions for them, as well as the Google Play Store. It's telling me I need to sign in with Google or use Bionics, and I don't want to do that, because I just want to have Google Play Store, because I want to reinstall YouTube Studio on my phone. luckily I was able to reinstall Facebook Messenger app because it wasn't on the phone automatically. I had to redo the Facebook thing. It has the Facebook app, but I had to redo all that again. So that's on. YouTube's back on. I'm going to leave those logged in. I'm going to ask them about my text message platform, like to get text, because I didn't do the main transfer the way he did it on, the other guy did it on Saturday. He did the whole, like, the QR code scan thing. I'm sure some of you who are more tech savvy than I am, probably would know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So this new phone is a Samsung AG35. That's what this one is. So Best Buy said they sell Samsungs because they have permission to sell the Samsung phone, but then they can do certain things. But I'm like, but he said something about you have to go to a Samsung store or something like that. I'm like, do we even have a Samsung in here? And he was gonna give me some suggestions if I needed to, but they can do certain diagnostics, and it didn't cost me anything for them to do a diagnostic. I just had to sign a piece of paper with my first and last name and today's date, just so it just said that I gave them permission to do whatever with my phone. And what I also want to say is my YouTube account is now on Cindy's iPad, even though she's on her YouTube. We switch accounts when we only switch my account to me if I'm doing a YouTube video on her iPad, but even when it switched back to her, it still gets notifications like, and it says, when I talk to her, she's like, it says you've been blocked because it thinks that somebody's trying to hack it. So I had to go into my old phone once I got it charged enough to get into the email so I could confirm that, yes, this was me. So I hope I can get help with the rest of this. Hope I can get help with the rest of this tomorrow, and it's pretty much all set up again. I just want to ask about the background setting of I just want to ask about the background setting not being black and being white for the phone's theme itself, and I want to ask about if they can help me finish setting up my phone itself, because I need that, and I want to ask about how to get my contacts back to normal like it is on my other phone. And I did use my house phone to call the other number, my previous number, to my old phone, and it says you've been blocked from making calls, or whatever it said to that effect. And so I just did that because I wanted to make sure that even though I do have minutes on this phone, thank God when they did reset the whole thing that it didn't erase. It erased the phone's stuff, but it didn't erase the minutes that I put on it on Saturday. So thank heaven for that. And when I got home, after a while, I did connect it to it let me connect it to my Wi-Fi once I got into it. And then I followed the steps from there. I did skip that one step of trying to set up my Galaxy AG35. I skipped that step, and I skipped the step of doing a protection, because it gave me the notification. You want to protect your phone in case it gets lost or stolen. You want to protect it so nobody can get into it. But I really don't want to do that, like I said, for fear of getting locked out again. But my old phone, I didn't do that for a really long time, and nothing was wrong with it. And I don't remember when I did it because it's been too long. But and I don't even I don't even remember how I did it. But I just did it. But I did it with my date of birth because that was the easiest thing I can remember instead of some random stupid numbers. So if I have to actually do it, I want to make sure that they can make sure that I can use my date of birth to get into it. If I have to do that. If I don't, I'd rather have it go to sleep when I'm not using it, and just when it says just swipe to open. I personally would rather do that, if anything, because I don't have any personal information on this that I don't think people can hack into. I don't do banking on it, or I don't know what else it qualifies as personal information, but I don't do any banking on it or any financial stuff or anything that should be. I just do YouTube and Facebook for the most part, and both of my Hotmail and my Gmail accounts, but I don't know. This phone is different. It is more newer than my other phone, because my other phone is a lot older. So new phone, new things. So anyway, gonna have this for dinner, and I just wanted to take this opportunity because I can to make this video, but this video is about 18 minutes long. So that's my new phone. It's in a Samsung brand, and it's a AG35, and it's powered by Android, and I got it at Best Buy, which I'm kind of glad I did, because Best Buy is better than Walmart in my opinion for at least electronics, because Best Buy has a geek squad. So there you go. And I'm not saying that to be mean. It's actually the Geek Squad. If you have a Best Buy in your town, you know what I'm talking about if you've been there. And that's where my computer's from, the current computer, which I still need to save up for that one too. But my computer's good. And it turns out my other phone's good too. I just needed to have a different charger for it, because the one Cindy put in, it wasn't charging it either. But then I found a white one. I have a white one and a black one, and I think a purple one. I picked the white one, and it went boop boop, made that noise, and I looked, and there was the lightning bolt over the battery. I'm like, look at that, it's charging. It's charging quickly. I just needed a new charger for it. But that's okay. I got a new phone, so I can make videos on my phone now. I'm going to let you guys go. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment with your friends. And tell me in the comments, are you technology savvy? If so, let me know. Because I am to a point. But sometimes Cindy and I are both like that. We're both not very tech savvy, but sometimes two heads prevail. So like, subscribe, comment, and share with your friends. And as always, be blessed and be a blessing. Bye, guys.